We have just seen the conclusion of Group A in the league stages between India and Nepal. In a rain-frustrated match at Palakele, India in 23 overs chased down 145 and have become the third team to enter the Super Fours after Pakistan and Bangladesh. So it is guaranteed that Pakistan versus India Chapter 2 is going to happen on September 10th. We don't know whether it will happen in Palakele or in Hambantota. That is yet not known. But the major takeaway from this, the Indian bowling got some time. The Indian fielders were put on show. The Indian batting, also the top order contributed. In the previous game, the middle order chipped in after the top order collapsed. But Rohit Sharma, who won the man of the match for his captaincy and also for his knock, had some very, very interesting things to say about the Asia Cup preparation for the World Cup. We know that tomorrow when the squad is going to be announced, whatever is the 15 that is in the Asia Cup, minus 3 names, Tilak Verma, Prasidh Krishna, Sanju Samson, these names, these 15 will be your provisional, preliminary World Cups. That you need the ICC's permission. But Rohit Sharma, when you have to ask him about the Asia Cup preparation as a road to the World Cup, he had a very interesting comment to say in the post-match, because he said, on the World Asia Cup, he revealed what was the Indian management's thinking. Clear cut, he said it out, when we came here in Sri Lanka, we knew what our World Cup 15 is going to be like. It was already planned. Everything was in place, and that is the reason why they were waiting on KL Rahul's fitness. Because in the discussion and in the planning, KL Rahul was a vital ingredient. And now we are hearing that he has passed the simulation and he's arriving in Sri Lanka. He will mostly be picked in that preliminary squad. Ishan Kishan and KL Rahul are your two keepers in this provisional 15 squad. But the next comment that he said kind of reflects either you're looking at the long-term goal or you are choosing your moments to see what kind of a better picture you can get. Because on the Asia Cup preparation, he had a very interesting comment on this. He said, Asia Cup was not going to give us a better picture because it was only 2 games. Now this is very interesting. In the past, we used to think every game was important when it came to the World Cup preparation. But here Rohit Sharma is stating that Asia Cup was not going to give us a better picture because it was only 2 games. How many games does Rohit Sharma then want? How many games does the Indian cricket? You're going to play 4 more ODIs, potentially the final included, and then you're going to play 3 more ODIs against Australia towards the end of September. That means you now have 7 ODIs left in your World Cup preparation. How many matches should they play in order to get a clearer picture? Either Rohit Sharma is not taking too much of stress about it or he's not too tense about it, because this statement may indicate 2 things. One, he's calm about it. Maybe he knows what is the plan and that's why he's not adding too many complications into it. Or it could be a sign to mask the confusion. Because remember, the core is going to play on September 10th. Your entire core. Everybody fit, everybody going for it. That is your World Cup core that might play on September 10th versus Pakistan. So, 2 games prior to the World Cup selection that will happen on 5th at 1:30 p.m. They were anyway not going to get a better picture. Maybe Rohit is blunt enough about it. What was the main focus that they really wanted in these 2 games? They wanted game time. Lot of guys coming back from injuries and they need time to get back into the groove. Now remember, in the Pakistan game, the batters kind of got into the groove, but the bowlers didn't. Here, the bowlers came back into rhythm and it showed that they needed to work upon it a lot more. And especially, there was one more factor that Rohit Sharma pointed out. Bowling was okay, but the fielding was bad. First major admission that yes, today in the field, India were absolutely woeful. 3 catches dropped. Shardul Thakur having a torrid time on the field. You will need better fielders because in this World Cup, the better fielding side will win. And luckily, it is a complete game for us. He cited that in the previous game, we batted, here we bowled, and that is why in both games combined, it was a complete game for us. So, in that way, the Indian cricket team were lucky. But now you are in the business end of the Asia Cups. India versus Pakistan is going to be on September 10th, and now you will have lesser game time. With KL Rahul also coming back, the entire playing 11 could have a conundrum. Whether you keep Ishan Kishan or you bench KL Rahul and you play him later. But how much later will it impact India? Because you have to give KL Rahul some game time now. If you do not play him and you play him directly for the Australia series or for the World Cup, he's going to be in big trouble. You need to give your core players as much time as needed. Ishan Kishan will have to warm the bench. There is no other way. On September 5th, which is in the next 12 hours, squad, what we discussed today in the post-match, no Prasidh, no Tilak, no Sanju Samson. There might be some travelling reserves, but they'll only come in if some of the main squad is injured, some members. But now, Rohit Sharma's this particular statement was not going to give us a better picture, and we knew what our World Cup 15 is going to be, is a clear indication of how the Indian team wanted to practice and have an outlook in these two games. Basically, they wanted a clean slate. They were waiting for 5th. When that happens now, they will then get into game time. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on sports today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live, and don't forget we're on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Subscribe to us. We are nearing the 200k landmark. Show us some love there. Bye-bye.